Yo guys, it's SpaceJamJar here, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different from what I usually do. Usually I'm a Let's Player, but when I got home, I was playing on my Switch, right? Here it is, it's just here. And then I see this. It's hard to see. There's a new type of Switch which is coming out called the Nintendo Switch Lite, and you know, I think it sounds pretty exciting. It's going to be a bit like the Switch here, but you aren't able to take the controllers off, so it's mainly prioritizing handheld mode. So just playing like that. It's mainly prioritizing that. You can't put it onto your TV, so it's pretty much just handheld mode. It is just handheld mode. Think about it a bit like this. You know how when we had the DS, we had the 3DS and the new 3DS and all that, and we also had the 2DS, which was about an £80 version of the 3DS, but it was cheaper. I couldn't go 3D, but could play all the 3DS games. I'm guessing it's going to be a bit like that. No kickstand, and it's coming out on the 20th of September. And funnily enough, it will actually be coming in 3 different colours, which will be yellow, grey and turquoise, which actually I think isn't too bad of an idea. They're also going to be releasing a limited edition, or I don't know if it's a limited edition, but they're going to be releasing an edition of the Pokemon Sword and Shield illustrations on the back, which is actually pretty cool. That's would give some people a reason to get it, because you can't get that on the back of the normal Switch. That's about it, to be honest. It's just a smaller, more compact, cheaper version of the Switch, which I think's a good idea. But I mean, I don't see a lot of people. I see people buying it, but I think if you had to choose between the Switch and the Lite Switch, I think you'd probably choose the Switch. You know, now we have the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite. I wouldn't be surprised if they start bulking out the Nintendo Switch family, so you have lots more. I mean, that's what they did for the 3DS. And something that is actually worth note is that on the Switch Lite, there's also, I'll show you. So you see this controller, how it's you've got the 4 separate buttons. Well, on the Switch Mini, it's gonna be more like this with the D-pad. So that's a pretty interesting change. I also noticed how the capture buttons and the home buttons, which are in the same place, they're kind of lower the bottom down here. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It doesn't actually say, but I'm guessing it's not going to be a touch screen either. Which, I mean, I know it's not really an important part of the Switch, but I do actually use it quite a lot. Because the Joy-Cons are part of the hardware, they're not separate. It means that you're not going to have stuff like motion controls, because that would be a bit weird. I mean, you might be able to with handheld games, but you know. But there won't be HD rumble, which is probably something I would miss. That I would miss having no rumble, because I like vibrations. There's also no IR motion here, which, I mean, I've only ever seen it being used in 1-2 Switch and the eating contest, but that I haven't seen it played anywhere else. But maybe I'm just missing a game or something. One more thing, if someone has a Nintendo Switch and someone has a Switch Mini, say you're doing something like local pet play in Mario 8 Deluxe or Splatoon 2 or something, it is possible for you to play with each other. So I can play my Nintendo Switch Mini with my Nintendo Switch together. So it's not like only Nintendo Switch players can play with Nintendo Switch. Lite players can only play with Lite players. So the Nintendo Switch Lite is £200, which is about £80 off the normal price, which that's roughly about £100 approximately. So, I mean, to be honest, if you want a more, I don't want to say high quality, but I do at the same time. If you prefer a more kind of powerful, I guess. No, that's not right either. if you just prefer kind of a Switch Lite that you can dock onto your TV or monitor or whatever, then I would just go for the normal Nintendo Switch. But if you need something a bit cheaper, it's pretty sweet. It's a pretty good console to go with. I mean, they seem to be prioritizing it more as game like for the Switch Mini to be on the go, but I mean, you can use your normal Switch on the go, so it's just a smaller version, so it can fit into bags easier. But I mean, this console isn't Nintendo Switch isn't massive either, is it? Yeah, they're just cheaper versions, and you know what? I think that's actually pretty good. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!